Hello once again. Hey, it's Dan here in Virginia. Thought I'd give you a quick Maule update. A few weeks ago I was flying and first time I was trying these Turnigy Nanotech 3.3 4-cell batteries. These are great batteries. Got them from Hobby King. Takes a long time to get them, but they're very high discharge and they fit perfectly in the battery bay. Just perfect. You just shove them all the way to the back and you're all set. Anyway, I was flying these new batteries and I usually take off with I put in 20% flaps to take off. I take off cross field, just get her up. On the third flight I took off. As soon as I climbing out and I went to turn off the flaps, and the flaps, this flap, unbeknownst to me, stayed down. This flap came back up. So I tried to make a right-hand turn. She didn't want to turn right. I tried to make a right-hand turn. Wouldn't turn right. I said, what's wrong with these ailerons? And so I threw in some rudder. Finally, I quit fighting it. I said, something's wrong. She wants to turn left. With this thing down, a lot more drag, turns left. So I turned left, couple left turns. It was early in the morning. There's only one other guy at the field. Turned around, got over the field. Actually, I made one of my better landings. And my buddy said, hey, he was down the other end. He saw it when it down the other end of the field. He said, that flap is still down. Sure enough, we go out. One flap's down. This flap's up. I fool with the knob. My flaps are on the knob. And they just, one go partially down. They're just out of sync. They won't work. So I brought it back in and quit flying it with the flaps. I did fly it with just the ailerons, but subsequent day I flew it, and this aileron right here, this thing gets the death twitch. It starts that fluttering, and when you go to sync it up, when it starts, this starts up, instead of being level like this, it starts up like this. So I mechanically tried to adjust it out underneath with the horns and so forth. It worked for a little bit, but anyway, I come to the conclusion that this servo, these are these really cheap substandard Spectrum A330 servos. The gears weren't stripped, but they were just got the death twitch to them or something. And so I called Horizon Hobby, and they were kind enough to send me some new servos. And today I just got done replacing them. But I'm thinking what really happened is I fly early in the morning and there's dew all over the field. This plane comes back literally just dripping in water all over the top, and these tires right here, they throw water all over this servo right here, which is the flap. And so you get a little bit of water in those servos, and that's it. That's all that she wrote. But I have replaced both these servos. Here they are, the old servos, and I've put them all in. She synced up. She works fine. And here's a little trick I'm going to try. I think as I took this apart, I noticed that the wing spar actually felt damp. And this line right here between the fuselage and the wing, all your wire connections are right here around this little, I don't know, little fake fuel filler cap, I guess. That's where the wire connections are. So what I've done, since I've discovered this this new tape by Scotch brand tape, which you can see right here, I have taped up this seam from end to end so the water will not seep down in there and short out the servos. So she's all ready to go. Of course, the storm is coming. Probably won't get to fly till maybe late next week, but she is synced up and ready to go. One thing, oh, here's a trick you may or may not know. When you replace these servos, these are the servos that look like when you take them out. This stuff on the back is the glue that Horizon Hobby put on there. What you want to do is you want to put these in with the good old hot melt glue. Take your hot melt glue gun, put a little squirt here, a little squirt here, a little squirt here, press them down in the wing with hot melt glue. And the reason you want to do that is, here's the trick. Many people don't know it, but they're easy to get out. All you do is take some of this 91% isopropyl alcohol, and you take a little dropper, a little something, a rag, put a little what do you call those things you clean your ears with, whatever. You put that isopropyl alcohol and you let it drip down around this servo where you had the glue, the hot melt glue. Let it drip down in there, let it set for about a minute. Then you go back in, get your good old slip joint pliers, get a hold of this horn like this, get a good grip on it, and just boom, that thing will pop out of there just like nothing. It doesn't tear the foam out, it doesn't tear anything up, it comes right out, it releases it. So that's a little trick you might try next time you install your servos. I think what I'm going to do long term, I'm going to try these servos again. Seems to be working, but my next move is to buy all new servos for the whole plane. I'm looking at what they call Emax Metal Gear servos. You can get them pretty cheap. They got two digital and analog, but they're only about $7 a piece from a place down in Florida called Heads Up RC. I've dealt a lot with them. They're very good to deal with. Very good company. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fly these. As soon as they give me any more trouble, out they go. And I'm going to use the good old hot melt glue, put in their new Emax Metal Gear servos and try those. So that's about it. I hope you're safe wherever you're at, riding out this storm that's coming. Don't mess with it. Get the heck out of there. So that's all for now. Be safe and see you next time.